Hello, Will here. Testing out my sort of new phone here, testing out the video. And I'm also going to try out this YouTube thing, post it on YouTube and see how it works. I've never done that. So what do we have here? Lots of tubes, radio tubes, all sorts. Buckets of them. Sometimes literally buckets of them. In any case, I pulled these out of a surplus place that was going under about a year ago. Let's do a quick look at them. I've picked through them a little bit, but a lot of those boxes, especially the ones way against the wall, I don't know if you can see those, but they've been sitting there about a year. I packed them in a hurry, haven't looked at them since. Probably won't get to them for a couple months. I don't know. This is going to be an interesting winter project. Anyway, let's take a look. All sorts of things. It's really kind of cramped. We got some CRTs, extremely large rectifier, and kind of a neat holder. Like I said, sometimes literally buckets of tubes. They had all these military transport containers. They're steel, heavy gauge steel. And they were just getting rid of them, just scrapping them out for, you know, 10 pounds of steel. So I got a bunch of them. In any case, they made pretty good buckets, and I pulled quite a few of them out. And just, time was limited, so I just kind of threw tubes in there, sometimes with a little padding, sometimes it literally was just get a box, get a bucket, throw the tubes in. Got a lot of CRTs. They were overjoyed for me to take the CRTs. Nice Amperex tube. I don't know what that is. A lot of these are brand new. A lot of them are used. Some vac caps up there. A lot of radar tubes. There's a magnetron of some sort there. And if you look at a lot of these, there's some Westerns. A lot of them are military and higher grade tubes. There's a tube out of Sage, the big computer Sage. There's a lot of Sage tubes in here. 6888s, I think that's what that is in the center of the screen. But just loads of tubes. Sometimes flats of tubes. These are all 6AG5s. So TV guys rejoice. Hopefully there won't be an avalanche. Like I said, it's a tight squeeze in here. With just buckets and buckets of tubes. You can see all the buckets here up against the wall. Let me take the lid off of one of them. See what's in here. Tubes. OA3 regulators. Some 841s. Lots of rectifiers. A lot of Thyrotrons in here as well. Yeah, okay, most Thyrotrons aren't terribly useful, but a few are kind of neat. There's a neat looking British one there. There's a CV number, I don't know what it is. And you can see I just have boxes and boxes, and they go all the way back. It's going to take a long time to go through all these. I really don't know how many I have. You know, some of these boxes are literally just full of mini tubes. You know, this one I just started putting dual triodes in. My God, the number of dual triodes in this lot. Cripes, I don't know. There may be 50,000, 75,000 tubes here, because some of these boxes are just crammed with minis. Then, of course, some of the boxes will only have one tube. Like this big box here. It's a 527. 527 was a large iMac tube. Look at that. It's in the Boeing box. Large iMac tube, a power triode. They were used in World War II Navy radars. Not too useful today, but neat collectible. But brand new. Well, brand new back a long time ago. More tubes. Sperry Kleistron. A lot of weird tubes. A lot of tubes I've not seen before. I've seen a lot of tubes in my day, but a lot of tubes I've never ever seen before. A lot of CRTs I've never seen before. 5RP1. Interesting. Dumont. There are quite a few of those. Another one. Ignitrons. And mixed in, I guess there were a few sockets and junk like that. There's a big, little hard to see, General Electric 880. One of the harder tubes to find in the 800 series. It's water cooled, I believe. Look at that. Some of these are bulk packed. I think those are Klystrons. Tubes, tubes, tubes. There's a Western Electric tube. Probably a Klystron. Don't get too excited. I actually did not find, when I was packing any of this stuff a year ago, I did not find any Western Electric audio tubes. So don't get too excited. Yeah, I'll be keeping a lot of these tubes, selling a lot of them. I suppose a few of them I'm going to have to junk because, cripes, what can you do with so many 3B28s? Camera tube up there. 5550. Early camera tube. New in the box, maybe? I'll get to it eventually. The big CRTs are in another room. 12-inch. Such like that. 12-inch and bigger. There are some radar tubes. There are some early round TV tubes. I think there are a few left. I've mostly gotten rid of those. Sold them off or given them away. 10 BP4s, things like that. There was a metal coned one in there at some point. They're in another room. But yes, tubes, tubes, tubes. Big water-cooled one. Don't know what it is. Well, in any case, this has just been a little test. See how things working with this camera. Well, maybe I'll take another video as I dig out this mine.